stand here at dawn, and it feels like a place of wonders. The kind of place where legends begin. Look up from the water, and the peaks of the Scottish Highlands rise up around it, shielding its secrets from the outside world. It's easy to imagine with this awe-inspiring landscape around you that human feet have never trod here. But this is a truly wild place. But of course, people have been here a long time. This very building is not only the official home of the Loch Ness project, but also, in 1933, was at the epicenter of the Loch Ness phenomenon. This village, Drumnadrochit, is over 200 years old, and nearby Castle Urquhart has stood watch in one shape or another for over 1,400 years. Humans aren't the only creatures to call Loch Ness home. Golden eagles hunt in the skies overhead, Highland cattle graze on the hillsides, and seals sometimes swim into the shallows of the loch. Are we alone there? Who can say? But we do know that the shallows are only the beginning. The loch is vast. 23 miles long and 754 feet deep. All the water in all the lakes in England and Wales wouldn't fill it. A 60-story tower would be submerged into its depths. And its origins go back 500 million years to a very different world. A world where Scotland was south of the equator. As the continents drifted, the rocks you're standing on now ploughed into Europe. They moved no faster than your fingernail grew, but the collision was enough to crumple the Caledonian Mountains up to the height of today's Himalayas. Over 380 million years, this landmass drifted north. 6,000 slow miles. What would become Scotland now crossed the equator, where the warm, wet climate saw amphibians make their homes in its swamps. It was crushed into the dry heart of the supercontinent Pangaea, where those amphibians which evolved into reptiles would come to rule the world, both land and sea. But the age of the dinosaurs came to an end. Their world shattered 65 million years ago. Still, the continents crept north. When life re-emerged, it was into a colder Scotland. One where warm blood was the secret of success. It was about to get even colder. At last, the huge land masses clustered around the North Pole. They blocked the great ocean currents that had kept the northern seas warm. Now, when snow fell, instead of melting, it settled and settled. Crushed into ice by its own weight. The glaciers over Scotland were over 1/2 mile deep, and they ground their way down the Great Glen. 10,000 years ago, a thaw came. As the ice of the glaciers melted, it poured into streams and burns, flowed down from the hills, and flooded the Great Glen, turning it into a chain of lochs. Life returned once again to these hills and valleys, and eventually, the first humans to see this part of the world arrived at Loch Ness. Being human, they told stories. Stories that would grow and evolve to become myths and legends. Legends like the Loch. 500 million years in the making.